Day 9. The Queen of Heaven in the Kingdom of the Divine Will is constituted by God celestial peacemaker and bond of peace between the Creator and the creature. The soul to her celestial Queen. Sovereign Lady and my dearest Mamma, I see that you call me as you feel the ardor of love that burns in your heart, because you want to narrate to me what you did for your child in the kingdom of the divine will. How beautiful it is to see you direct your steps toward your Creator, and as the divine persons hear the treading of your feet, they look at you and feel wounded by the purity of your gazes, and they await you in order to be spectators of your innocent smile, to smile at you and to amuse themselves with you. O Holy Mamma, in your joys, in your chaste smiles, with your Creator, do not forget your child who lives in exile and is so much in need, and whose own will, peeping out, would want to overwhelm me, to snatch me from the kingdom of the divine will. Lesson of the Queen of Heaven. Child of my maternal heart, do not fear. I will never forget you. On the contrary, if you always do the divine will and live in its kingdom, we will be inseparable, and I will carry you always, holding you tightly with my hand to lead you, be your guide, and to teach you how to live in the supreme fiat. Therefore, banish all fear. In it, everything is peace and safety. The human will is what disturbs souls and puts in danger the most beautiful works, the most holy things. Everything is unsafe in it. Sanctity, virtues, and even the salvation of the soul are in danger. And the characteristic of one who lives from the human will is volubility. Who could ever trust one who lets herself be dominated by the human will? No one, either God or man. She looks like those hollow canes which turn at every gust of wind. Therefore, dearest child of mine, if a gust of wind wants to render you inconstant, dive into the sea of the divine will, and come to hide yourself in the womb of your mamma, that I may defend you from the wind of the human will, and holding you tightly in my arms, I may render you firm and confident along the path of its divine kingdom. Now, my child, follow me before the Supreme Majesty and listen to me. With my rapid flights, I reached their divine arms, and as I arrived, I felt their overflowing love, which, like impetuous waves, covered me with their love. Oh, how beautiful it is to be loved by God! In this love, the creature feels happiness, sanctity, infinite joys, and she feels so embellished by God that God Himself feels enraptured by the striking beauty He infuses into the creature in loving her. I wanted to imitate them, and although little, I did not want to remain behind their love. So, from the waves of love they had given me, I formed my own waves, in order to cover my Creator with my own love. In doing this, I smiled, because I knew that my love could never cover the immensity of their love. But in spite of this, I tried, and my innocent smile arose on my lips. The Supreme Being smiled at my smile, made feast, and amused Himself with my littleness. Now, at the height of our loving stratagems, I remembered the painful state of my human family upon earth, and that I too was of their offspring. Oh, how I grieved and prayed that the eternal Word would descend and put a remedy to it. And I said this with such tenderness that I arrived at changing smile and feast into crying. The Most High was so moved by my tears, more so since they were the tears of a little one, that squeezing me to His divine womb, He dried my tears and said, "Daughter, do not cry. Have courage. Into your hands we have placed the destiny of mankind. We have given you the mandate, and now, in order to console you, we make of you the peacemaker between us and the human family. To you it is given to reconcile us. The power of our will that reigns in you compels us to give the kiss of peace to poor humanity, decayed and vacillating. Who can tell you, my child, what my heart felt at this divine condescension? My love was so great that I felt like fainting, and I fidgeted in delirium, looking for more love as relief for my love. Now a word to you, my child. If you listen to me by banishing your will and giving the royal place to the divine fiat, you too will be loved with a unique love by your Creator. You will be His smile. You will put Him in feast and will be bond of peace between the world and God.
The soul. Beautiful Mama, help your daughter. You yourself place me into the sea of the divine will and cover me with the waves of the eternal love, that I may see and hear nothing but divine will and love. Little sacrifice. Today, to honor me, you will ask me for all of my acts and will enclose them in your heart so that you may feel the strength of the divine will that reigned in me. And then you will offer them to the Most High to thank Him for all the offices He gave me in order to save the creatures. Prayer. Queen of Peace, make the divine will give me its kiss of peace.